So what do you think, Joe?
Well, I think the first thing is whenever you have an anonymous developer, one thing you always have to ask is open source, right? And I think that that particular team has been open and transparent. You know, you can look at the actual code that they're building, which is pretty refreshing. That's kind of a, I don't know, the point of contention these days in crypto is it's like, oh, does everybody need to be doxxed? And it's, to some degree, you look at where the origin of the industry was. Nobody actually, well, I guess a couple people do, but nobody really knows who's, Satoshi Nakamoto. Doesn't matter. The reality is, it's the code, the open source programming that matters. So it's sometimes people get caught up in the cult of personality and the, I guess, people rather than the product. And I do think that it's a good project. I've been in their test group. They've been pretty responsive in terms of concerns, changes, and I hope they keep that mentality, because I think it offers a lot of value and sets a good example of open source development from an anonymous group.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And anonymous doesn't mean unresponsive. Anonymous doesn't also mean irresponsible. So, I hope that, and there's confusion about that, I think, sometimes in the ecosystem and in the world, I guess, when they see somebody who goes anonymous, they think that, oh, well, they don't have responsibility. I mean, you still do. You still do. Because if you build an anonymous personality online, it's still a personality. Yeah, you could just abandon it and then create one, just like with anything, you spent time creating this particular persona, this particular credit, and so it's an investment, I believe. And if people are actually doing it right, I think the investment is important enough for them to keep responsible and to stay responsible, to stay accountable to the community and to, in the case of software development, to their customers and to their users.
Open source
so we have
is
well, go ahead.
Open source code is developers' proof of work. That's it. It's developers' proof of work. That took work, that took time, that took energy to create. So, showing proof of work, I can respect that.